Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Betrayer. Now this is a game that's gone up on Steam's Early Access program, so this is only an alpha right now. It's got sort of the tutorial area and then one sort of more open area to explore, but they'll be adding, more to it after that. It's kind of a neat historical sort of mystery first-person adventure game. Essentially, we are a settler coming over from England in 1604 to the New World to join a colony in Virginia, only to arrive and find that things are kind of shitty over here and something's gone wrong. Start a new game. Now the story stuff doesn't really come in as much here. Obviously this is an alpha. Like here we're just sort of on this beach. You might notice that the very distinct black and white look that this game has. A little too distinct maybe. One of the first things they added in the first major patch was the ability to change the intensity of the darks and lights to kind of better balance them, because in the first build it was kind of hard to see some stuff with the amount of contrast between the white and black. Still, I think we should be fine without messing with it too much. Again, this is an alpha, so this is definitely not the final product look to it. So we've started on this beach. That ship sailing away is a Spanish ship that has for some reason sunken our ship, that one right there, stranding us on this beach. So you can see all of the important stuff, enemies and stuff you can interact with, is this sort of Schindler's List bright red contrast. So we got some arrows. Some musket ammo, some money. Just want to make sure we loot this beach fully. Now this isn't a open world game like something like Skyrim, but it is sort of open, just not to that extreme degree. Because there's not really anything telling us exactly where to go. We're just sort of dumped on this beach and say, hey, go explore. And the tutorial stuff is thankfully already in here, so you don't have to fumble around with the keys to figure out what they do. And before we head down that path, let's check this little watchtower thing, which has got another chest in it. Alright, so someone has decided to communicate to us entirely through the medium of arrow notes. I bet she's a mute. Also, from the description on Steam, it's kind of implied that our character is actually seeing this black and white, because it says something along the lines of, why has this land been drained of color? So that's kind of weird. Maybe we're in the afterlife and the only thing keeping us alive is absorbing color. Except this game's not really Russian enough for that. Ooh, another message stone. So something has happened to the Spanish and now they're sort of monster men. Found them easiest to kill when catching them aware. Basically, if we sneak up on an enemy, we do more damage, and then when they discover us, we have to do more to kill them. Somehow we got a bow from that. I don't know if she shot a bow at us with a bow. Now we can sneak. Oh, I didn't even notice that before, until someone had pointed it out. In the original build, there was no footstep noise for our character. So you were always silent and you couldn't tell when you were making noise. But I guess they added that in the first patch. Alright, so you can actually hear the Spanish guys before you get close to them. Oh, we've been seen. I guess the bushes don't provide enough cover. How do I switch back to my dagger? I don't remember. Well, doesn't matter. So yeah, they can fuck you up pretty quick. However, this is not a survival game in the way that kind of sounds like it is. When we die, we just drop our money and treasure, I believe. Right here. So we corpse run and get our stuff back, and that's the only real major penalty to death, other than having to walk back to where you were. Alright, let's see if we can sneak up on this guy and nail him with an arrow. Should also probably figure out which of these keys will switch back to the dagger. Alright, he's seen us, but he's far enough away that we can probably kill him. You can melee with the bow, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Maybe we just melee with a dagger, but it doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, I guess it is. It just can't really see it there. Alright. So we only lost one arrow in that fight. That's not too bad. I've seen that you can actually get quivers and stuff to increase your capacity, so that's not a big deal, really. You don't have to worry too much about conservation of arrows. So that's pretty much the tutorial area there. Now we're out into the main area, or at least the first main area of the game, which is a pretty big chunk. If we pull up our map here, you can see this whole area is where we can explore. Actually, I think it's a bit more than this. I think there's... I can't pull out to the full map, but I think there's a bit more we can go to than just this. Yeah, this is what I wanted to pull out. Now, there was Coastal Path, Fort Henry, and I think there's another one down here we can go to. So let's go up to check out Fort Henry first. You've also got sort of a Elder Scrolls compass type thing at the top. However, they changed it so things only show up on that compass once you've discovered them, so you can get back to them, but it doesn't tell you, hey, there's a building in this direction, you should go check it out. Alright, got some tomahawks. I'm guessing the tomahawks are more powerful because we can only carry one. I do like the windy foliage and how it all reacts like that. Yeah, I'm guessing further into the game's development, you know, the foliage will actually hide you better. But right now I think it's entirely based on distance from enemies. Once you get within a certain distance, they'll probably see you, even if you're crouching. It says cannot fast travel when enemies are near, but it says that even if you just try to pull up the map. Okay, there's the fort. Oh, the door opened for us. That's polite. So I guess Fort Henry is supposed to be our kind of first hub area, even though there's not really anyone here. Oh, there's a guy coming. Close the door! Close the door! Oh, that guy's got a musket. I don't know if they'll come in here. I don't think they will. Something repels them, but they might shoot us through the door. No, looks like he won't. Unless I get closer, maybe? Obviously the bow wasn't that effective on them because they're wearing full armor. And we got his rusty musket, which we only have 5 shots for. Of course, the musket takes a little while to reload. So it's supposed to be sort of powerful but slow, whereas our bow we can fire pretty quickly. Take all our arrows back. Oh, we got a silver fork. And we can heal damage from these water barrels, which will just be kind of scattered around. And from what they've said so far about the development, it sounds like there are a bunch of weapon categories in this with different, qualities of weapon, but they all sound like ranged weapons, so I guess maybe the dagger was just, the starting thing and you don't actually get a melee weapon after that. Maybe you get a better one for your melee attacks. And of course, we've got notes left over from the people who inhabited here before whatever happened to them happened. Like this poor fellow. It looks like he has been turned into ash. Alright, let's bring up our clues. So again, since we're investigating what happened here, we actually do keep a log of clues of weird stuff we find. Now, we do want to pick up that bell back there to progress. Also kind of weird that you can't go in any of these houses. Is that the door? Can't even find the door. It's probably in this pitch black spot. This is the other thing I was looking for. So basically this chest is our shop. I guess we just put money in it on the honor system and take stuff out. You can see he's got a pistol, which we don't have, a musket. Our loot is actually just a, collective value. Like that silver fork was worth 3, but we don't have to sell it or anything. It just goes into the pile of value. It's almost like we're carrying a circus of values. Something about the natives becoming more hostile. Almost as if they knew something was going wrong. Spanish are worrying about pirates. Oh, we got a charm. The charms are basically like little equipable amulets that give you bonus effects. In this case, reload muskets faster. Some more clues. Alright, I think that's everything around here. Let's just grab this. And hang it up from its mounting point. Give her a ring. Oh god, what have I done? So yeah, we can sort of swap dimensions here by ringing this bell. Oddly, this shop is still here. Hmm. Ah, there he is. So we do have some dialogue here. We're not completely alone, even though we're basically talking to a ghost man. So some weird shit went down. Looks like our ghost buddy's just gonna hang out here. Though, from the way he says it, we look like a ghost to him. So now we have the ability to listen, though I'm not completely sure what this does. Like, I'm holding it right now, it's not doing anything. I think it gives you, like, stereo audio directional clues on where to go when you follow the sound, but I'm not completely clear yet if it even is fully implemented. So, just like that, we are just kind of dumped into the world. I really wish we showed up on the map, though. So now we can just sort of explore. And this is kind of where I played up to before the patch wiped the saves anyway. So something's coming from that way. See, even though I hit him without him knowing I was there, it still didn't do very much. He had a golden doubloon. And here comes his buddy. So I wouldn't say they're really zombies or anything. I mean, clearly they're capable of using bows and muskets and even reloading them. Thought I saw something over here. Oh geez, that guy's got a musket. Luckily, they're just as slow to reload as we are. However, their muskets also do a shit ton of damage. Something's shining over there. That might actually be something important. But I don't think it's supposed to be shining like that. I thought I saw like a mine shaft entrance up here, but I guess not. Again, it's kind of hard to discern detail on things from a distance with this very sharp black and white contrast. So he is reacting to the sound, but he can't see us from this far away. I don't know if I'm hitting him. I don't think I am. I think I'm just hitting the ground around him. Oh, now he's seen me. And of course that wasn't enough to finish him. Because this is a rusty musket, so it's a piece of shit. Oh, that was an arrow. Got a second rusty musket. I think these arrows on the map are actually just showing you where the arrows in the ground are. You can hear that little sound when I pick one up. So that's helpful for tracking down your arrows that have missed or whatever. I'm just staring at the compass right now and walking to try to stay on course with these arrows. I don't think corpses are marked on your compass though, so it can be a little hard to find them when they fall in the grass. Alright, so where's... I keep wanting to check the map, but there's always someone around. Ruining my map checking. Alright, I actually downed him without him coming after us. And it only took 2 arrows instead of 5 or 4. So there are a bunch more guys back there. I think there might be something over here. At least being undead or whatever they are, they don't have very good aim. Oh shit, I'm gonna die here. Tomahawk! Ah, I didn't get to throw it. Alright, so that dumps us back here at town, but I can fast travel back to the hilltop. And my stuff should be just over there. I don't know if enemies respawn or if they just spawn more enemies or what. Oh, that was my last arrow. And I guess I actually hit him with that musket shot. I didn't think they would be that accurate. Oh, okay, so the X on the compass there is my dead body. So at least I can track down where my stuff is. I feel like even if I snuck up on these guys, sneaking up on them with a musket isn't the stealthiest thing. Okay, gotta learn money back. Oh, Tomahawk killed him in one shot. Oh shit, there's another one. Might be smart for me to retreat here. The nice thing is too, you can pick up enemies' arrows, and since they seem to have infinite arrows, you can just sort of pick up all the ones that they miss you with. Pretty low on ammo. I think I've only got the 2 arrows and the tomahawk, which I guess I picked up off the guy I killed. Sprint back to this health barrel. Alright, and I guess once all of our weapons are empty, we just have the dagger. And I'm guessing... Oh, I was gonna say the health barrel doesn't let you heal when there's enemies? But yeah, I can just keep healing. Tomahawk took him out. As long as I keep picking this back up. Stare into his red eyes. Alright, so that took care of that. From the looks of it, I didn't get much in the way of ammo back. And we can use our metal detector compass here to find our arrows. Still one more guy here. Tomahawk. Super sneaky. He was so surprised that he just threw his bow up in the air, like, oh! If there's that many guys around here, there must be like a camp or something hanging around. I guess since we can carry multiple muskets, we can just sort of switch between them to use them all up instead of having to reload. Aha! A camp. Oh, message arrow somewhere. They make a different sound than the enemy arrows. Alright, we found a map. So I don't think it actually affects our map. Key. And then, once we found all the clues, we sort of secure the area. Little Red Riding Hood insists that we punish the guilty for their sins. Alright, so I think this is the camp here that we're at right now. So if we head up north, sort of northwesterly, we should be able to get back around to the main area. Can I not head up here at all? Yeah, it's a dead end. Suppose you could just fast travel back to Fort Henry. And then head south. Can I afford anything better? Ah, I could buy a average musket, better than our rusty muskets. Or a quality short bow. What was our short bow? It's just average, so certainly would be better. Alright, so we can have 3 ranged weapons equipped at once. And we did pick up a few things. Cracked longbow. Can we sell stuff? I guess we can't sell our extra muskets. So you can buy a quiver to hold more arrows. And we don't have enough for any of that stuff, so we don't really need a pistol. Alright, let's go for a quick sprint south. I want to see if we can actually transition down that road. And then I think we'll call it, because there's not too much to show off just yet. This game is still pretty early in development. Like I said, they've only had 1 patch so far. What is this guy doing? I don't even think I'm hitting him with these. What are you doing? Trying to be a distraction? Just running all over the place? There's that weird Unreal Engine graphical bug where stuff in the distance flashes white. But once you get up to it, you can see it's just the chest. Or maybe that's partially intentional, sort of a peripheral vision thing. I don't know. Hard to say when you're dealing with an early game. It's hard to tell what's intentional and what's just a bug. What is this? I hadn't examined for a second. Okay, there we go. Maybe we need some sort of corruption cleanser to fix that. Corruption away. That tomahawk is great. Maybe a little too powerful, but then again, these are early game enemies. I'm sure there'd be more than just these guys. I don't think you can escape enemies, though I haven't really tried that much yet. Like, I don't know if they'll lose track of you if you keep going. I'm sure they will if you go to Fort Henry, since that's sort of our safe area. I should have been moving and shooting, but I thought I was stunning him. Anyhow, I think that'll do it for First Impressions look at Betrayer. It's available on Steam now. I don't think the price is going to go up after release, but it's $15 right now, which gets you into, of course, the early access, all the future patches, etc., etc. So if you're one of those people who enjoys watching a game develop over time, and this looks appealing to you, then check it out. I've been Shadefire, this is Betrayer, and I'll see you all around some other time.